Yo, 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 it's D.Arthur in the building. Talking to you guys today about why semen retention makes you is why semen retention is the ultimate power for men. Why is this practice literally the best thing, one of the best things that you can do for yourself? Number one, it's because it makes you more confident. When it comes down to this, when it comes down to it, the practice of holding your seminal fluid makes you just more confident. And being confident is 90% of the work. In any single situation, it is 90% of the work. Maybe it's a job interview that you're trying to get after. Maybe it's a girl that you're trying to get with. Maybe it's negotiation. Maybe you have a court sentence and you have to say something for yourself. And maybe you stopped at a stoplight and then you're trying to negotiate. Confidence is literally one of the number one skills that you can have as a person, not just a man, but a man or a woman. Being confident, regardless of if you do actually know what you're talking about, or if you don't know what you're talking about, you're still pretty confident. You're still pretty confident, and once you master this practice of being very confident, it just you're just more likely to really get the things that you want because you're pretty confident. You're confident in yourself. Um, because if you're not confident, then it just means that it just means that people might maybe they might even walk all over you. Um, they might walk all over you. You're not, because the thing is, people treat you how you treat yourself. So if you're exhibiting a sense of confidence, regardless if you're actually right or you're actually wrong, people will tend to go along with the person who seems like he knows what he's talking about. Who actually seems like he knows what he's talking about. And when you decide to retain, you actually kind of know you actually kind of it actually kind of starts to realize that you actually know what you're talking about, regardless if you actually do or not. You have to quote unquote fake it till you make it. And being on retention finally helps you become more confident. Now, I'm not saying you just all of a sudden you there has to be something that you do to get yourself more confident, because once you retain, you're transmuting your energy. You're transmuting the type of energy that you have, and this makes you more confident. Like if you were to you really start to notice more of a difference in maybe your behavior, and it really comes down to like your behavior. Like how do you start acting? You have to have like maybe a body camera around you in your day to day, and then you just have to go around with it, and then you just pretty much videotape yourself saying like how you start realizing like how do you act when you're on retention. Maybe for 2 weeks you're on retention for like 2 weeks, and how do you act when you're not on retention? There is a big difference. There's this thing called like quantum leaping. It's basically changing realities, changing to your desired reality. And it really is that it does seem like you might be living in an alternate reality when you go on semen retention. I've seen someone comment down below about this, and this caught my eye because it really like if you go on it for, let's say, like 2 to 3 weeks at least, you're definitely going to start noticing some changes in your life. You're going to notice something different. You're probably going to notice about the way you act. You're going to start noticing that you have more life in you. You're animated. You're intentional. You have purpose. And this is pretty much how you can really, let's say, make your life happier than make it the highest vibration that it can really be. You're changing realities. The way you acted before you were on retention, and now the way you're acting now on without the way you acting while after retention, while you're on retention, are two completely different things. You literally start realizing that your day to day, even the moment you start waking up, your thoughts are different. But before, when you weren't on retention, you're maybe thinking about the past, thinking about all the breaks that you didn't get, thinking about all the things you have to do. Now that you're on retention, you're thinking about all the things that you can do. You change your mindset to a problem solver instead of someone who's worrying 24/7. And this is very big. You're becoming your 2.0 version of yourself. You're just becoming more alpha, you're becoming more intentional, and you're just really becoming the person that you were destined to be. You're returning to your true authentic self. Like I said, 90% of the battle is just being more confident, and retention helps you become more confident. You're gonna get ahead. You're gonna start knowing more things. You're changing your habits. You're gonna change your habits. You're gonna change the things that you pay attention to. You're gonna just be more attractive. The people that you're attracted to are gonna be different. You're no longer attracted to lower vibrational women. You're attracted to people with higher vibrations who are living from their soul instead of living for the fleshly body. If that makes sense. You're becoming the 2.0 version of yourself. You're just becoming someone who is different. You're changing the way you look at life, and life is changing how it is presented to you. This makes sense. Another thing, it's also helping you creating. Number two is it's helping you create your life. Since you like have extra energy, that energy is has to go somewhere, and now what you're doing is you're taking that sexual energy that you harnessed up, and now you're manipulating it through your day in actions, and this is helping you get very good results. This is helping you get very, very good results. Because if you're relapsing consistently, you don't have any extra energy, and now you're doing things the same. You don't have any extra energy to kind of change your day to day, and this is a big problem. You have to use the extra energy that you harnessed up over the past couple months or weeks or whatever, and then you have to use that energy to transmute through your daily habits. Maybe it's brushing your teeth. You're brushing your teeth with a lot more intention. Maybe it's the way you're driving. You might be taking a little bit more chances. It's how you interact with other people. You might be a little bit more charismatic. You might have a smile on your face. You're creating your reality with this extra energy. You're becoming the person that you really want to be. You're just becoming very, very enthusiastic about your life, and this is showing in how you're rubbing off on other people. You might start realizing that people want to start doing things for you for some reason. People want to ask you questions. People want to stare at you. People just want to be around you because you're giving off energetic vibes that is saying that you're very capable. You're very okay with yourself, and you might know things that other people may not. Now you're helping other people see what you see, if that makes sense. You're helping other people see what you finally see, and this is powerful because if you can impact other people's way of how they look at life because of you, then you're known as someone who will never lack for a congregation. You're known as someone who can really help people if they're in a tough spot. The last thing is you're just you're using sexual transmutation to its abilities, and you're connecting with your higher self. This is very powerful. You start realizing that you're becoming all knowing, and I don't mean like you're a psychic or anything like that. What I mean is you have the ability to really explain things without it being told to you. Your intuition is finally extending itself. You have the ability to explain things that the people with naked eyes may not know, may not see. You have the ability to story tell. You have the ability to maybe explain something that maybe really explain something that you might have not known in the past, but now since you're on retention, your your intuition is skyrocketed, and now everything that you're saying tends to start making more sense just because you're connecting with a higher source to download your information. This is very potent when it's combined with meditation, because if you're on semen retention plus meditation, the things that you start explaining just starts making more sense. You're putting two and two together. You're critically thinking. You're receiving higher energetic downloads or higher energetic vibrations. You're receiving them. You're connecting to a higher vibration. Because the thing is, the Most High sees life different through than how you see it. You might see problems, but he's connecting all the dots to see for your highest good. You start connecting with that essence of who you truly are. Now you can explain things of why things are happening at a more rapid rate. These are some of the spiritual superpowers that you start getting when you decide to retain and decide to transmute your energy. So I mean, if all of these benefits is it really worth it to relapse? It really might not be worth it. It really, really might not be worth it if you're getting all of these benefits that could really, really, really just help you in your life. You're gonna be abundant. You're gonna get your bag up. You're just gonna have a vibrant life. Your life is different. It's literally gonna be a movie now. You're coasting through life instead of pulling a sled up a hill. You're surfing downhill. You're working with the current instead of trying to swim against it. You're becoming powerful, and you're becoming all-knowing. You're becoming your best version. You're co-creating things that might have bugged you in the past. You no longer care that much. You might start laughing about the things that you quote unquote used to struggle with. That makes sense. So yes, please comment, please subscribe, and let's keep it rolling. Peace out.